Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 13th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you some standout details from this week that we can all relate to collectively, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you in forensic detail all the ins and outs particularly relevant to your sign. Now, Mars and Neptune have been forging a really debilitating square, which was the biggest feature of autumn in the northern hemisphere and the spring in the south, and that's being repeated, and it comes up to its high point on Tuesday. With Mercury also advancing in the sign of Pisces to join up with Neptune, I think it's true to say that fact could really be stranger than fiction this week. And because the quarter moon on Wednesday is in the amplifying sign of Sagittarius, if we are feeling something very deeply, the chances are we are going to feel it to the nth degree. However, on Thursday, Venus returns to one of its two home zones, Taurus, and also forges a very stable link to Saturn. And I think that can be very helpful to get our feet on the ground, to try to decipher what's really what. And also, the angle between Venus and Saturn links in nicely to the Sun's final moments in the sign of Pisces, where Saturn is as well, which forges a great sextile to the planet of change, Pluto. So something in our world could transform as this week goes on. Also, as the week draws to a close, Mercury emerges from that fog of that link with Neptune, which can be very challenging because Mercury's debilitated in the sign of Pisces, and it emerges into the fiery Aries, preparing us for the vernal equinox, which is going to occur on the first day of next week in the sign of Aries, when we start the whole astral journey again. So that gives you a little bit of a flavour. Please stay with me for your individual forecast, but if you are new to my channel, it's great to have you with us. This is very much a community, and please feel you can comment. I interact with all comments, but please do subscribe too. So Scorpio, your two ruling planets of Mars, passion, drive, tenacity, seduction, is very much to the fore this week, as is Pluto, the planet of transformation, but also can be linked, of course, to the dark arts. But Mars is in a part of your situation and has been since last August, which it is preparing to leave next week. That has seen it in a post-retrograde shadow since the 12th of January. It emerges from that on Wednesday. So on the face of it, that seems a good news story. But the planet of commerce, Mercury, is aligned with the planet of dreams, Neptune, in your fifth house of play, where you want to be demonstrative and potentially romance, and they're both in a square with Mars, but particularly exactly on Tuesday. So what I would say to you is that in any situation, if it feels that someone is using, some underhand methods, but you can't quite pin it down, or it feels that you can't quite trust someone, or someone may appear to show or demand some leverage in terms of a discussion with you, stand firm, because on Thursday, Venus, the planet of relating, moves into an excellent location for you and also forges a very firm link with Saturn. So whereas there can be some confusing energy at the start of the week, as the week goes on, it will get clearer. You are cautioned on the back of the quarter moon not to be too free and easy with your resources, and also especially around anything to do with games of chance or risk. But there could be someone close to you who may use a lot of charm in order to get you to help them financially, and that's one to watch out for too. Now, your modern ruler, Pluto, forges a great link with the Sun in the second half of this week. So conversations can become much more constructive, and with Mercury moving into a very precise, if a little brittle transit from Sunday, that will help you to just really narrow things down into the absolute details that you need to consider. So a bit of a confusing start to the week, I feel, Scorpio, but there's every chance you will get to that point of clarity as the week draws to a close.